Segment 4. Wealth is my nature. I do not try to be wealthy. I do not chase wealth. I do not work for worth. I simply allow what already belongs to me. I allow my nature to express itself. I allow my truth to rise. I allow abundance to flow to me, through me, from me. I do not force it. I do not earn it. I simply remember it. Being wealthy is natural to me. It is not a performance. It is not a reward. It is my baseline. It is my design. I was born to flourish. I was born to expand. I was born to receive more than enough. I do not apologize for that. I do not question that. I do not shrink from that. I embody it. I am done with guilt. I am done with shame. I am done with conditioning that taught me to fear my own abundance. I do not carry the beliefs of those who lived in fear. I honor them by releasing what they could not. I honor them by expanding where they could not. I honor them by thriving. I honor them by receiving. There is nothing wrong with wanting more. There is nothing wrong with having more. There is nothing wrong with being rich. Wealth is not a wound. It is not a betrayal. It is not a burden. It is a frequency. It is a mirror. It is a form of beauty. And beauty belongs to me. I no longer identify with the struggle. I no longer claim the story of survival. I no longer tie my identity to suffering. I'm not here to prove how hard it has been. I'm not here to stay in cycles of lack. I am here to choose something different. I am here to demonstrate ease. I am here to radiate plenty. I do not make wealth my personality. I do not use wealth to replace my worth. I do not chase money to fix something inside me. There is nothing to fix. I am already whole. I am already full. I am already enough. And because I am enough, I allow more. I am not afraid of having more than others. I am not afraid of standing out. I am not afraid of being seen in my abundance. I do not fear judgment. I do not fear resentment. I do not fear attention. I am secure in who I am. I am anchored in truth. I am protected by alignment. I do not need to explain myself. I do not need to justify my ease. I do not need to defend my desires. I simply live in the knowing that this is who I've always been. This is not a new version of me. This is the real version. This is the remembered version. This is the free version. I do not abandon myself for approval. I do not trade authenticity for belonging. I do not shrink to make others comfortable. I stay rooted in my radiance. I stay centered in my softness. I stay aligned with the self who knows she is chosen, blessed, provided for. I am not wealthier because I work harder. I am not richer because I suffer longer. I am not more deserving because I earned it. I am deserving because I am. I am worthy because I exist. I am chosen because I choose myself. I live in a state of natural prosperity. It does not feel like pressure. It does not feel like a goal. It feels like home. It feels like peace. It feels like freedom. I do not need to impress anyone. I do not need to compete with anyone. I do not need to prove anything. I am already it. I love my wealth. I love my life. I love the way I receive. I love how money shows up for me. I love how my desires are answered. I love the certainty I feel. I love the ease I live in. I love the woman I've become. And I love that she's always been here. I have nothing to fear. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to fix. I have nothing to chase. I have only to remember. I have only to align. I have only to dwell in the state of already having. And that is what I do now. I rest in the knowing. I relax in the having. I breathe in the truth. I am not in lack. I am not in waiting. I am not in question. I am in possession. I am in embodiment. I am in overflow. Wealth fits me. It suits me. It belongs to me. It moves through me with grace. It multiplies under my care. It responds to my trust. It flows where I flow. It lingers where I love. It grows where I lead. I am not surprised by my wealth. I am not shocked by my abundance. I am not in awe of my overflow. I expect it. I honor it. I hold it. I let it deepen. I let it stabilize. I let it expand. I let it become more. There is no resistance in me. There is no disbelief in me. There is no fear in me. There is only presence. There is only peace. There is only truth. Wealth is my nature. It always has been. I live in the end. I do not wonder if it's coming. I do not ask when it will arrive. I do not look outside for evidence. I feel it as done. I feel it as mine. I feel it as real. And because I feel it, I know it must take form. This is not theory. This is law. I do not visit the state. I dwell in it. I wake up as her. I go to sleep as her. I move through the world as her. I do not slip in and out of believing. I live in the assumption. I let it be my foundation. I let it be my atmosphere. I let it be the only truth I carry. I no longer ask, where is it? I know exactly where it is. It is here. It is now. It is done. I do not treat my desire as something separate. I do not treat my goal as something I'm chasing. I treat it as my current experience. I feel it in my body. I breathe it in my chest. I rest in its certainty. When I close my eyes, I do not imagine hoping. I imagine having. I do not feel the tension of lack. I feel the ease of fulfillment. I do not repeat what is missing. I dwell in what is present. And because I dwell there, it becomes more and more real. It becomes my dominant reality. It becomes my lived experience. I no longer future tense my wealth. I do not say, I will have. I say, I already have. I do not say, one day say, this day. I do not delay my blessings with language. I do not keep abundance far away with my thoughts. I pull it into the now. I claim it in the now. I embody it now. Everything I see may still appear the same, but I am not the same. I am changed within, and that is where the real change begins. I do not need the world to confirm my new identity. I confirm it myself. I validate it myself. I reinforce it from the inside out. I trust the bridge. I trust the unfolding. I trust that what I feel as real must become visible. I do not watch the clock. I do not measure the signs. I do not try to force the path. I stay in the end. I hold the vision. I let the world shift around my state. I live in the end of wealth. I live in the end of ease. I live in the end of abundance. And in that end, I am calm. I am centered. I am still. I do not grasp. I do not rush. I do not beg. I remain. I assume. I stabilize. I return to this feeling all throughout my day. I bring myself back when the old self tries to speak. I recognize her voice. I love her, but I do not obey her anymore. She is no longer in charge. The new self leads now. The self who already has. The self who already is. I no longer make decisions from limitation. I no longer plan from lack. I no longer choose from fear. I choose as the wealthy woman. I choose from fullness. I choose from knowing. I choose from joy. The decisions I make are signals to my world. It is done. I no longer pray for change. I praise the change that has already occurred. I do not ask for what is mine. I accept it. I do not question the process. I become the process. I let my identity be the engine. I let my assumption be the direction. I let my imagination be the home I dwell in. Every time I imagine my life as fulfilled, I carve it deeper into reality. Every time I assume the feeling of already having, I collapse the distance. Every time I act from the end, I create the bridge. And so I do it again, and again, and again, until it is no longer effort, but nature. Living in the end is peace. Living in the end is clarity. Living in the end is power. I do not need to ask for signs. I am the sign. I do not need to wait for proof. I am the proof. I do not need to doubt the timing. I am in divine time. This is not pretend. This is not make-believe. This is reality. This is how all things are made. First in the unseen, then in the seen. First in the assumed, then in the expressed. First in the state, then in the shape. And I am always in the state of already having. I feel the money as already mine. I feel the overflow as already real. I feel the freedom as already lived. I do not need to see it to believe it. I believe it, and then I see it. That is how I live now. That is the law I follow. That is the rhythm I breathe. I walk by inner knowing. I move by inner vision. I choose by inner truth. I let the world follow me. I do not follow it. I let the world reflect me. I do not reflect it. I let the world conform to the end I dwell in. It is done. It is done. It is done. I do not revisit the beginning. I do not loop through doubt. I do not open the door to fear. I dwell only in the end. The end is mine. The end is now. The end is true. I live in the end. I am the end. I am the woman who has it. I am the one who knows. I am the fulfilled desire embodied. Segment 6. I am open to receiving. I am open in my heart. I am open in my mind. I am open in my body. I am not tense. I am not resisting. I am not guarded. I am not closed. I am soft. I am available. I am ready. I no longer block the flow. I no longer question the how. I no longer judge what comes. I do not say it must come this way. I do not say it must look like this. I do not place conditions on my abundance. I simply receive. I allow it to arrive in whatever form it chooses. I trust that it knows its way to me. I am a wide open channel. I am a clear vessel. I am receptive to overflow. I am grounded in grace. I am calm in the waiting. I am still in the unfolding. I do not panic. I do not chase. I do not try to force what is already mine. I receive money easily. I receive opportunities often. I receive miracles constantly. I receive help freely. I receive love generously. I receive praise openly. I receive support naturally. I do not deflect. I do not shrink. I do not apologize for the favor on my life. I let it come. I am not afraid of more. I am not overwhelmed by more. I am not intimidated by more. I am not unworthy of more. I am safe with more. I am strong enough to hold more. I am wise enough to manage more. I am ready for more. My capacity is growing. My nervous system is adjusting. My subconscious is expanding. I am calibrating to my next level. I am not rushing. I am not resisting. I am simply making space for the abundance already on its way. I do not need to be perfect to receive. I do not need to be fixed. I do not need to do more. I do not need to earn it. I simply allow. I open my hands. I open my heart. I open my life. I say yes. Yes to money. Yes to wealth. Yes to divine timing. Yes to answered prayers. I no longer close the door with doubt. I no longer interrupt the flow with fear. I no longer sabotage the harvest with disbelief. I water the soil with trust. I hold the vision with faith. I let the harvest ripen. I let it come to fullness. I am not in a rush. I do not beg the tree to bear fruit. I do not dig up the roots to prove it's growing. I simply tend to the energy. I simply embody the state. I simply remain open. I receive now, not later, not someday, not when I've done more, not when I've achieved something else. I receive in the now. I receive because I decided to. I receive because I chose it. I receive because I remembered who I am. I do not resist compliments. I do not push away gifts. I do not make myself smaller to be safe. I let myself be seen. I let myself be blessed. I let myself be witnessed in fullness. I am open to unexpected income. I am open to sudden miracles. I am open to gentle upgrades. I am open to quantum shifts. I am open to bigger numbers. I am open to better options. I am open to massive ease. I no longer repeat, "It's hard." I no longer affirm, "It takes time." I no longer expect struggle. I no longer align with effort as identity. I simply decide to be open. And the moment I decide, I receive. I am open to money flowing without limit. I am open to wealth arriving without warning. I am open to my life changing without resistance. I let go of how it used to be. I let go of how I thought it would come. I let go of needing to understand. I surrender to receiving. Receiving is not passive. It is powerful. It is magnetic. It is sacred. It is sovereign. I do not wait. I allow. I do not hope. I claim. I do not beg. I hold. I sit in my worth. I trust in the unseen. I let it move toward me, and I do not block its path. I receive with grace. I receive with joy. I receive with reverence. I receive with celebration. I honor what comes. I welcome what grows. I cherish what multiplies. There is no limit to how much I can receive. There is no limit to how easily it can arrive. There is no limit to what is possible now. I stay open. I stay soft. I stay available to abundance. The more I receive, the more I can give. The more I receive, the more I can rest. The more I receive, the more I can expand. My receiving blesses others. My overflow blesses the world. I receive from love. I receive for good. I am open to new clients. I am open to new checks. I am open to deposits. I am open to pay in fulls. I am open to investments. I am open to royalty streams. I am open to miracles on every level. I am open to the door I never saw before swinging wide. I let it be simple. I let it be now. I let it be bigger than I imagined. I let it surprise me. I let it delight me. I let it come with ease. I let it come without explanation. I am open. I am soft. I am ready. I am the one. I am the place where abundance lands.